Yo, so people, it's the one, and we are back with Etheria. So today we're going to discuss the best light and dark units that you should select with your selector. So if you are unaware, on the 25th of September, due to the CN version of the game coming out, the devs have decided to reward us with a light dark selector ticket. So the units that will be in the selector is Doki, Mio, Messiah, Shadow Sagna, Hinrich, Lilium, and Lily. So those units will be in the selector. Yeli won't be on the selector because her banner will be out on the 25th. It will be the launch banner for CN. And Plume, the brand new light dark that I think a video came out for her earlier today. I will make a video on her when we have more information. She won't be on the selector either. So it's mainly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just the other 7 really. So in this video, we'll break down which light dark you guys should select to start your account. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so to start things off, if you already own all the light darks that are in the selector, then at that point you're just going for dupes. But if you are in a situation like me where you're just missing one, I would recommend you just pick up that character just for that bit of character diversity on your account, to be honest. But if you are starting off the game, and that's why I'm actually making this video, is to kind of guide you newer players to make sure you guys pick the right units that will carry you. So to briefly talk about the units that are on the selector, we'll start with Messiah. Messiah is a PvP unit. He's not going to be the best unit for PvE. He's not going to be the best for your Infernal Clears or your shell farming. So he's a strong unit, don't get me wrong, but he's not the best in slot for PvE farming. So what does this mean? This means you don't touch Messiah. Like I built Messiah at the start of the game. And I bricked my account, and I only saved my account once I reset him, right? And only now when I'm in game and I have like majority of my account already built up, now I'm only starting to like build him. Like I have his gear built, but now I'm starting to like reinvest lattice into him again when I'm in game. So don't build Messiah early game, because early game you should not even be thinking about PvP, because your account won't even be nowhere near ready. Right, so Messiah is a really good unit. He has invincibility, he has ignore defense, really big AoE damage, yeah, ignore defense, I mentioned that earlier. Vulnerable, he's able to increase the damage taken. Yeah, he's a very strong unit, and one of my favorite designs in the game all around. So next we'll talk about Mio. Now Mio is kind of similar to Messiah, however she does have some value PvE wise in Doki. Doki is where you're gonna get your speed gear. So Mio has really good CC control, and Doki is a dungeon where you want really good CC. So what she brings is she has turn meter manipulation. She's able to steal the enemy's turn meter. She's also able to increase the speed. She's also able to freeze. She's also able to block healing. And she's also able to freeze with her skill 1 as well. So she's really good, very fast. Yeah, a really strong unit, especially for PvP. And in PvE, the only value you're going to get out of her is for Doki farming. So with this ticket, I wouldn't select her either, because she's not going to directly impact your account. Like I said, she's more so a PvP unit than a PvE unit, right? And that being said, there are substitute units that you can use instead of a Mio for Doki. Like you can just use a where's she at? You could just use a Casio. The green Casio, where's it at? Yeah, you could use Casio the Reverie. You could also use a Kraken. If I can find the dude, yeah, you can use a Kraken. So yeah, you can use Kraken and a Casio the Reverie, Marvel for the turn meter manipulation. So there are alternative units you can use. You don't have to use Mio. So for that reason, you don't really need her, except for PvP at that point. So yeah, she's not a unit I would select or recommend you guys select. Okay, so next we have, who's next? So we talked about Mio, we talked about Messiah, Shadow Sagna. So Shadow Sagna, she's a unit many people were crying about. I think I even made a video telling people to calm the fuck down. Shadow Sagna is a dot unit. So dot is a archetype in the game or playstyle in the game where it's more so a PvE kind of playstyle. Because in PvP, dot is way too slow. You're just gonna get cooked. You're gonna get cleaved. You're gonna get destroyed instantly. So dot is mainly for PvE only. So where is dot actually good is what you're probably thinking. So dot is good in Termaton, dot is good in Shadowflame Hoyan, and dot is good in where's it at? I'm trying to think of the name of it. That is also good in, what's the name of it called? Nico Nana. That's it. Nico Nana. I blanked out there for a second. So that is where dot is good. But the thing is with dot, right? The downside to dot is, I'll talk about the pros and cons. So the pros to dot is that it's very powerful early game. Like early game, if you build up Shadow Sagna, you're gonna be able to clear like levels above where your gear is actually at, right? So you're going to be able to clear like higher difficulty stages than you're actually meant to be, right? Just based off how the dot scales. So it's really good for that. However, when you do get to the mid to late game stage and we have other units built up, they're going to be able to clear faster than Shadow Sagna. And at that point, it's like you're going to be transitioning out of Shadow Sagna. Like my Shadow Sagna is built up. I maxed out her skill 1. I think I almost have her skill 3 maxed out as well. And she's who I was using to farm Termaton, for example. But right now I have a Lilium, and Lilium just clears it faster for me. You could also use the Ting clears it faster. Yeli as well. So it's like Shadow Sagna isn't as good mid to late game as she was early game, because early game, like I said, your gear is going to be trash, but she's going to give you that insane damage early on, and she's very easy to build, so you're going to do a lot of damage with her. But like I said, over time you're going to transition out of using her, so she's not a unit that you're going to want to select, because she's only going to help you in the short term. She won't help you in the long term, so bear that in mind. So I wouldn't select her either. Now the next like 4 units are my favorites. I can't decide who to pick out of the 4, so we'll just talk about them. So Doki. So what can Doki do? Doki's a very, very good unit. She's an alternative to if you don't have Lily, right? So what can Doki do? So Doki has big turn meter manipulation. She's able to increase damage dealt, increase speed. Yeah, she's able to increase speed, increase damage. Yeah, that's basically what she's able to do. Very, very good for PvP, more so than PvE, in my opinion, right? She's only going to benefit you more in PvP, but she's also pretty good in PvE as well, right? Not to the extent of other units like Lily, which we'll talk about later, but she is very, very strong. Very, very strong CC unit. Or not even CC, very strong support unit, I should say. So I would select Doki if you already own a Lily, right? That's how I would do it. But yeah, next we got Hinrich. Now Hinrich is a very, very solid unit. Like Doki, Hinrich is good in PvP and in PvE. He's very good in Aurora. He's one of the best units for Aurora, I should say. He's good in Doki. He's good in Termaton. He's good in basically nearly all the shell bosses. Very good for PvP. What he can do is he's able to block buffs. He's able to increase crit damage and increase the critical chance. He's also able to block healing. I think I said that already. And he's able to block buffs basically. Yeah, he's able to strip as well. Yeah, strip. That's what I meant. He's able to strip as well. So he's a very, very strong unit. I think he's very underrated, and he's going to benefit you immensely mid to late game, in my opinion. Mid to late game, he's going to be very, very powerful. Early game, he's early game is kind of okay, but mid to late game, you're really going to see the benefits of Hinrich, and he's a very slept on light dark unit for some reason. He's very, very powerful. All right. So next we'll talk about Lilium. Now Lilium is the latest light dark banner that came out. I think she came out like a few weeks ago, I think 2-3 weeks ago. Very strong DPS, in my opinion, the best DPS in the game. Very strong. She's able to increase her attack, increase her speed, and she's also able to seal HP. So she's able to seal an equal amount of max HP. Cannot be dispelled, but is ineffective against bosses, right? She's a very strong unit. If I read this here, she buffs her speed and attack for 2 turns, then deals 550% damage to a single enemy. When a target's HP percentage is above 60%, increases the final damage by 50%. And the final damage ignores shield. When a target is a non-boss, removes max HP equal to 100% at the damage dealt. And when the target is a boss, increases the final damage by 50%. That's what you see there. And skill 2 is a stun, and it scales to the for every 1% HP lost. Yeah, basically that's what that does. And she's able to recover. Let's see here. Boom. She's able to recover HP based off her skill 1 as well. HP equal to 60% of the damage dealt off of this. So yeah, there you go with that. Lilium is a very good very good unit, and yeah, she's very good. And in my opinion, she's the best light dark DPS unit in the game. So she's able to clear every single shell boss and every single module boss. Aurora, Doki, Terramatan, all the shell bosses she's able to clear. Inferno, right? And she's able to get good fast times as well. So yeah, she's really good. You can't go wrong with her, in my opinion. And then we have the best unit in the game that I think everybody should be selecting, in my opinion. If you're starting out the game, pick Lily. Pick her. She is the best unit in the game. So let's go over her kit. So it says here, deals 260% damage to all enemies with a 55% chance to extend all animus and shell skill cooldowns by 1. So she extends your enemy's cooldown. So this is busted for PvE. This is busted for PvP as well. So she increases the cooldown for your enemy's skills. So it takes them longer to actually gain access to use their skills. So that's why it's very strong. And same thing for shells as well. She also extends the shell cooldown as well, not just for your units, for your enemy units. She also has a passive ability called Twin Trick. So it says each time Lily takes an action, increases the effect owner's turn meter by 30%, and Lily can only apply the effect to one target apart from herself, and the effect is removed upon Lily's demise. That's very strong. Her skill 2, Shadow Trick, it says here, she inflicts Twin Trick on the target ally and inflicts a 2-turn speed amp on all allies. And if the target already has Twin Trick, inflicts 3-turn critical damage up instead and immediately starts the next turn. That's what you see there. Increased speed, increased crit damage, and Twin Trick. And then her skill 1 basically says here, does 240% damage to a single enemy with a 50% chance to increase turn meter by 20% for herself and the ally with the lowest turn meter. And allies with Twin Trick have a 100% chance to assist. So if you use your skill 1 with Lily, right? If you level up the skill 1 high enough and increase the chance, another unit has a chance to attack following up on her skill 1. Yeah, took me a while to break that down, but yeah, that's basically what that skill 1 does. So she's a very good unit. So basically with Lily, depending on how you structure your team, you can attack multiple times. So like if you use Lily's skill 3, for example, skill 3 Messiah, so you use Messiah, then you use skill 3, boom, then Messiah can go again, then you maybe and she goes again with her skill 1, boom, Messiah can follow up on that skill 1. Or like if you pair her up with Lilium, for example, she goes crazy. Like Lily is just a engine. She's an engine. She's a core unit. to the fastest and for the fastest clear times PvE wise, for the best PvP teams in the game. Lily is used in every single team, because she speeds up every single run and amplifies your damage. She's a support unit, but she amplifies her damage because she makes her units go more, right? They go more, they attack more often, right? Like you're able to attack back to back, follow up attacks, reduce the cooldowns. Like that's why I have my Lily. My Lily is 555. Hold up, this is my Lily. Got her dupe too, cause I got lucky. But yeah, this is my Lily. I got her 555 because she's just too valuable. She's too valuable. And just to bring it home and just show you guys what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by Lily is the best unit in the game. Lily is used here in Termaton. If you go to Doki, Inferno, the fastest clears in the game. Let's go to Lily. Bang. Lily is used there in the fastest clear time in the game. If we go Aurora, and then we go to filter animus, click Lily again. Boom. Lily is here in the fastest clear time along with Lilium, by the way, like I did say. Then if we go into shell bosses real quick, just to show you guys I ain't talking out my ass. Fastest clear time, Lily. Boom. Boom. You guys see that? She's there. Inferno Rengokutsu. And Rengokutsu is the most difficult shell boss, by the way. She's used there. If we go into Shadow Flame Hoyan, Shadow Flame Hoyan, let's go. Let's check. Bang, bang. You guys see this? Lily is used here as well. Shadow Flame Hoyan. She's used here in Sharon as well. You guys can see that there. I don't even need to show you to filter it. She's used there. Nico Nana. You guys can see that. I don't even need to filter it because you guys can see Lily is here as well. So yeah, Lily is the best unit. So to summarize how I would rank it, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, no bias, I think my top 3 would be: number 1, the biggest priority is Lily. Lily is the number 1 priority. Then number 2, I think is Hinrich for the stripping. And he's able to block buffs. He's able to block healing. Very, very good unit. Able to increase critical damage, critical chance as well. Very, very strong unit. That's what I think. Lily, Hinrich. Then number 3, I think, is Lilium. Lilium is the best DPS in the game, in my opinion. Probably tied with Yeli. Like you could make an argument for either or, but in my opinion, I think Lilium is better. Especially after the buffs she got and stuff. So yeah, those are my top 3 units. Doki kind of falls out because I think Doki is just a worse version of Lily, in my opinion. Lily is just way better for PvE and PvP. So yeah, these are my top 3 in my opinion. So yeah, that's how I think you guys should manage your selector. Me personally, who am I going to go for? Like I said earlier, the only one I'm personally missing is Doki. So I'm going to pick Doki just to have that character in my account and have that slot covered, and I eventually can work on a guide for her. So I want to have like a collection, so to speak. So yeah, let me know what you are going to be selecting with your light dark selector in the comment section down below. And do you agree with my top 3 of Lily, Hinrich, and Lilium? What's your top 3? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out. Until next time, take care and peace, guys.